Hey folks, welcome to another Triple T Thursday. For those just joining us, that's Tools, Tips, and Talk, where we'll discuss info for the knife maker. In today's episode, I do my yearly Viewer Knives. That's where I'm going to show pictures of knives from you guys. Some of these could be novice makers all the way up to really experienced makers. Let's go check them out. We're going to kick things off with these beauties from Rob. He's been making for about 10 years. He sent these to me last year when he got in on the pre-order for the Perfect Blade sharpening attachment. So you know these are razor sharp. This one was sent in by Raymond Dennis. It looks like a basket weave combined with some jelly roll. Very unique. I'm really digging this one. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like a half feather used as cladding. And this one was sent in by Mark Potzel. This 100-layer Damascus chef knife was made by Josh Osborne at Rogue Forge, and he's been making for about 2.5 years. This knife was sent in by Yvonne Fredette, and I really appreciate the mosaic here. It reminds me of flower petals. I got a chance to meet this maker, Michael Bradshaw, at Blade Show. This hunter is AEBL with a box elder burl handle. I didn't get a name of the maker on this one, but I did get that he's 78 years old. I love a good kumai, and this beauty was sent in by Nikolai. This classy looking buoy was sent in by David Wright. It's stainless sanmai. This dagger was sent in by Tony, and Tony is 14 years old. Amazing work. And here's another 14-year-old. This one's from Malcolm, and he's in Canada. This cool set was sent in by Richard. I also really love his maker's mark, which is a little crab. I really dig the bold colors on the handle on this one. This one's from Grant Ball. This beauty's from longtime viewer Richard Branton, and I've got a chance to meet him several times at Blade Show. This next one is from Daniel Schwarz, and he's from Austria. And this one's got a nickel shim in it, and it's actually a takedown. These knives are from my friend Bob Gore. He's only been making knives, I think, for about a year. After purchasing a mag chuck to make a surface grinding attachment, Mike wanted to make a long knife to test it out. Little pause here to talk about our sponsor, Maritime Knife Supply. You need anything to make those knives that I'm showing, go check out Maritime Knife Supply. They got you covered. This amazing knife set was sent in by Brian Hunt. Also, excellent photography on this, Brian. This wedding set was sent in by Dylan. I've been asked a few times if I would make rings. I've never done it, but this makes me think I want to give it a try. This one was sent in by Steven at Lockhart Knives. I really love the handle on this one. Nice and bold colors. Nice work. This knife's from a local here in California, Derek Miles, who's actually a friend of my co-host on the Triple T podcast. And speaking of my co-host, here's a couple from a good buddy, Jared. This kitchen knife done in basket weave Damascus was sent in by Devin Sheridan. Will sent in this AEBL Hunter. And lastly, these little hunters were sent in by Justin Blaut. Thanks for joining me on this Viewer Knives episode. Here's some shots of the Kumai longsword I did for the Apocalyptic Challenge. If you haven't seen that, go take a look. And thanks for joining me, folks. Remember, if you want to see your work in the next Viewer Knives, send those pics over to Tyrell Knifeworks at gmail.com. Thanks, folks. We'll see you on the next one.